Somebody told me a story today about a person that was sitting on his small boat, a fisher boat, and a businessman was stood there. And he said to him, why are you not going out and catching fish right now? And he said, I caught enough. And he said to him, why don't you catch more? And he said, what am I going to do if I catch more fish? And the businessman said to him, look, if you catch more fish, then what you can do is you can get a motor on your boat. When you get your motor on your boat, you can go further out to sea. When you get more money, you're able to buy special nylon nets and you can catch bigger fish. When you get more money, you can buy another boat. When you get more money, you can have more boats and be rich like me. And the poor fisherman said to him, and he said, okay, and when I get all that, what am I going to do? And he says, then you can rest. And the poor fisherman said, what do you think I'm doing now? Allahu Akbar. And it's a great parable in there that he's happy with what he's got. And he's not running after wealth and making more wealth. And all that time he would gaining more wealth. What would he be doing? He wouldn't be worshipping Allah Azza wa Jalla. He would not be improving his book and deeds, but he would be wasting that time. Life, my dear viewers of Madani Channel, is only granted once. Life is not granted again and again. It is only granted once. The Prophet of Allah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has said, with regards to your life, there are two such blessings about which many people are in deception. Number one is your health, and number two is your leisure time. Alhamdulillah, I'm sat here in front of you. Alhamdulillah, you are watching me from your homes now. And I pray to Allah Azza wa Jalla that all the people that are watching me right now are healthy. But how long is this health going to last? What guarantees have we got that our health is going to continue? And in the second part of the hadith, the Prophet of Allah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam mentioned that leisure time. At this time where we have time, we sat at our homes. This time will pass. But what won't pass is what we've achieved in this time. This is the question that we need to ask. In another hadith, the Prophet of Allah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, value 5 things before 5 things. Number 1, value your youth before you get old. Number 2, value your health before you get ill. Number 3, value your wealth before poverty. Number 4, value your leisure time before being busy. And number 5, value your life before you die. Do we value these things? Do we value our youth, or do we waste our youth? What have we achieved in our youth? Do we value our health, or do we think, yes, I'm healthy and I'm strong now, I can go to the gym, I can really pump some iron and make myself really strong, rather than using that strength in worshipping Allah Azza wa Jalla. Valuing that wealth before you have poverty. Your wealth is up and down. You might not have this wealth today, but the wealth that you've got today, you might not have tomorrow. But whatever you've distributed in the way of Allah Azza wa Jalla today, tomorrow you will have these regrets that, I had the money then. I wasted that money then. I wasted that money on takeaways. I wasted that money on clothes. I wasted that money on this. If only that money then I spent in the way of Allah Azza wa Jalla. Your leisure time before you are busy, and your life before your death. How are we going to use our life? What is if someone was to write a biography on our life and sum it up in a paragraph, what would that summation of our life be? What would our obituary be about our lives? What are we achieving in our lives? What would they say about us when we passed away? He was a great footballer. He was a really good bowler. Yeah, he was an all-rounder, in fact. Yeah, he knew everything about taekwondo and karate and all these things. Or he was a muballigh. He learned the deen. He passed on the deen. He lived his life according to the Sunnah of the Prophet of Allah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. All these examples I gave you, ask yourself, which one of these examples is going to benefit you when you're in that dark and lonely grave? Which one of these examples is going to benefit you on the day of judgment when nobody will be there to help you except the Prophet of Allah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam? In another hadith, the Prophet of Allah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, every day, when the sun rises in the morning, the day makes the following announcement at that time. If you want to perform any good deed today, then do so. I will never return after today.
We love Madani Channel. We love Madani Channel. We love Madani Channel.